all these assets and will be taking steps to have them confiscated to the state in the course of the criminal proceedings. We have no doubt in our minds that these properties were bought from the proceeds of crime. When interrogated, Faiza Wuni, the wife of Anan, said she was a housewife being paid 5,000 Ghana cedis.
Okay, you about property TV, property they break no. As usual, sending idea chibi only a share fee non song, copem se non compare mu ebebono na pay. Ya bro news, ya the sports agudi mu sema toaso. And ya bro motivation. The work any mu sema no so ya toaso ma. Ya shanka segment on Mondays. Na ya bro issues are you're paying for authorities intimi anhwa na tete apansam no ana pay ye no so nkomo ha e de a kyerɛw na Attorney General senior okan yese over 40 million and more and buffer stock CEO and ayi sika we wia e de ayi japade ne duama bi di ama ne ho no ode ne nsakra to we freezing the asset to the bank account and whatsoever e ti ara pay be hwɛ di ho nkomo ha tiawa na yakwasu ju asene aye nyina ye nim se ye no issues ne ba edi hu nkobo na etimi aboa. I really appreciate mo amofre earlier abra na ye hwenka segment. I think say yenya H kakra of feed nim, but we are back on your TV. Ye live on Facebook, itibetimi ajoin ye wo ho na fe whatever discussions aye ye no betimi de wadwe mpo e de aba na no pay. Attorney General freezes former buffer stock CEO and wives properties. Ejapade no a boss kire mu ya me kasa me boss am me sign boss kakra e bia fe no bia join yen me boss kakra fa kire mu no ejapade no a chief executive officer former chief executive officer edema buffer stock ene na yira o ma ye pan wi a o ma ni sika de aye no de edi kan na me ka kire wo no se Sortina Enterprise and no 16,179,137.25 pesos. And Sortina Enterprise to Akani Enterprise. And also 23,913,964.90 Ghana cedis. Sortina Enterprise to Fa Hausa Ventures. And also 500,000 Ghana cedis. And a face Sortina Enterprise 2 Chain Homes Ghana Limited 550,000 Ghana cedis. So can you know 40,493,102.15 Ghana cedis. Enti sika ya akomune japade a opanyi no na ebusua aye no na anapay me wo mranim ni ba ko ha na pay ya me ne no bedi nkomo na ya hwese ya fa obi adwuma san koya aban adwuma nko gina aban di brebi na sasa na mo no nipa de tu a the chances of nipa no say ye betimi arrest ya prosecute jeli no ate say ankasa opanyi Bernard Aboaten a lawyer mrenim ni anope wa ben pa ya anope me no edi hia na ya hwesania nkomo no besi akọ ankasa opanyi akwaba
yeah, no, I'll be mentioned on me, so I mean, so
yeah, dear, you say the bra, we generally say what being.
Oh, but seniors, but
said, what being COB?
Seniors, no,
what being COB, so automatically we are learned colleague. Oh, say, over there, Omono. In fact, I'm practicing law.
Wabi.
Quite be as Wabi. Say, we are the very first time I'm share with you. Say, we are fine. Okay. All right. Yan shall say, na yen komotia wana yan share. Mami bisa a general question. As a lawyer and as a legal practitioner, how do you see or mind chichiriye nenkanko legally ane imrabuno? How would you term Ghana in terms of Sanyo Manina?
Oh, makes me say, in terms of our legal framework, I teach my idea. We bring on your Mrapon 1992 constitutional.
Okay.
LA framework on the organs of government.
Okay.
The executive, the legislature, the judiciary. Essentially, the directive principles of state policy, lay out our rights, and so on and so forth. Essentially, other laws on Act 29. I don't know, actually, outlining crimes together with their punishment.
Okay.
Essentially, legislative instruments here, the idea, any constitutional instruments, and also Emma. One or two things say to me from Raquano.
Okay.
Raquanso or man.
Okay.
It's no radio, you will be brave. But one thing I see who about Mrani say, Emrano, and no to me fanny pay for sending home.
Okay.
Said you Emrano, but say Nipa and a for
Emrano.
It's if I say, I be cool, me no same. My trespass or property so.
Okay.
Oh, one family and court, court, and Chema so and I say, I'm compensation.
Okay.
Court now to me, but Emeka say, Bernard Boatin, I trespass on your property into no compensation.
Okay.
Say that make
I get it.
I'm running the whole, it's my say, enforce Emrano. So my enforce here, and I say, my so economic seeking justice, there's no way I'm running with me.
Oh, okay. So the laws are there. But I can't say, if you are men of beauty, but I mean, Franco say, we everyone, and I'm running to you.
And only a civil aspect,
okay.
A criminal aspect, so I know Attorney General.
Okay. Well, Mammy Chemuka Crow, I think that we need to learn a lot when it comes to legal offenses and issues, you know. Yeah, because criminal offenses are and several ones and differentiate between them for us.
Okay. Explanations will be all, but it's man say civil offenses no a private citizens and a omenya.
Okay.
Omenya asem.
Okay.
It's near fancy menewo.
Okay.
And I say to me civil also to me take a buy on.
Okay.
And I say I buy to me taking on.
And civil.
No sikasem compensation and ABI and find say compensation about the fact say one party are wronging the other and I say one party I be a tier the other.
All right.
See be a trespass here mekai and I see be a makan assembly gumu fee and I say e be a me no call contract when
contract
also
okay
contract when so
okay
it's contract thought any say nyama ni nyina fall under
civil
okay and criminal aspect near only on mine in a no usually I am Attorney General in the prosecuting.
Okay.
So over here and usually the Republic versus we it's a criminal.
Okay. It is a mimpo me could two and a criminal offense many of mine in It's Attorney General so prosecuting me for that. Okay.
It's no so over here usually I'm on for report to a police station.
Okay.
It's a report to a police station you know now police for now your muhishim.
Okay.
It's your muhishim na so musi bia omodo court obetumi edifa na afi omodo wa court no omodo court omoba in the name of the Attorney General it's wo na woni aban na nya no woni aban
okay
but nipa na call report to a police station no be witness ama aban no pa jo say na make you find say woni aba na sebe atune mo na mo na to no crime against the state
okay
no ne aban no na enya
okay
now unu aba na so call report no call report here at the end of the day no be a prosecuting witness ama aban no
okay no abo ahwehwemu no
okay be a betumi e they are autonomous na afamra kwan.
All right. Very clear. Here were several friends saying civil day.
Yeah, civil law and
okay.
criminal
law and civil. Until criminal no has to do with the only or mining. Until you got two obi mo na ko wia obi ade ana say e bia okowia sike bia ye o man dia o man ni wenya say we hu. Until no nipa no abekwa report no automatically becomes a witness to aban to support aban in terms of witness na aban no timi aye den aye prosecution no kama and afi several na yet say oni obi normal ya na yenya that one basically and sometimes and it goes with compensation okay I can atiase mane bibi keke na yenko it will be no yiri jaya
sometimes and no see a civil
okay
then na contract you find say contract
okay
you know contract no enye ebetumi aye private individuals but unze individuals so ne aban to minya contract
okay
yes nti unze eya impempi no eya amafo be because omo call for a judgment debt
okay
that side near civil and me no call into contract and a divorce
okay
and insase hon stem
okay
ni nyina fall under civil litigation
all right me nim say we follow Abdul Wahab CEO at the ma Buffer stock we follow na assembly kakra what do you make out of that quick and suddenly you will assembly mu ankasa
okay yeah mrapon no 1992 constitution no
okay
under article 18 ema obiara ho kwan say oye ejapade
okay
so higher property TV
yeah property TV
good it's you know yeah mrapon no ema obiara ho kwan under article 18 so obiara or right to property
okay
to own a property
okay
but the essay you know who say right no any absolute you can say bibi any absolute and is 100%
okay
fenchem
okay
ewo limitations
okay
it's you know your right to own property in say so affect you na amache obana odi to see me so
now the beji me dey here
you have the right to own property but so far mra kwan so
legal way to get it
sa pepe so far mra kwan so now dey there odi own property no so one far mra kwan so na one fa nya ejapade na anase property na aban so the mra kwan so ebetumi age property no
okay
but you said that make what you say until you have the right to own a property that right is not absolute the right to own a property no che say so you sum akwan so na odi make property no say you use akwan so na odi your property a oni obia ni asem
okay
but one farm akwan so na o use illegal means to say bia okoye narcotics okoye cocaine deal and I say we
okay
and I say
bia o ton du bone
very good
okay
and I say okoye organ trade so the organ trade say bia organ trade say bia o kunkun mama for now o yi omo
japade
omo organs
okay
say ne bia abekọ akoto enye sika and I say o ye o kuma mama for now they call rituals and I say o ye fraud ni nyina ye mra kwan bone a
okay prostitute so and how dey
and also illegal
okay
and also
okay
you know o use kwan bone so meka kwan bone so a kwan a emfra ma kwan
so okay
na odi nyeska eno no aban betumi take you on
okay
eno na ye me initial comments are me
okay so if we are to put the okay into the issues of Wahab Abdul see the former CEO for your friend is saying Buffer stock the japade a we nya ebobo so TV so ina no e bi famra kwan so
okay it's your friend say anka Abdul Wahab say your friend Wahab
who yes Wahab
anka your friend say oh yeah o say properties are wa kwai properties are when ye only say bi wo the times 10 times 20 of that
okay
but I didn't name be issue be issue or properties are be issue when there is suspicion say properties now when you one family papa and I say
papa
so enya properties
okay
you find say o child there we teacher ni o child there obi any my teacher for salary omoji now all of a sudden you who say wajije wagon to feel easily gone the people can assume say ebia ekwan a offer so nya ska no editor je wagon any feel easily gone ebia enye kwan papa so enti no there can be a lifestyle audit on your properties. And on yourself and your lifestyle and all that. Now, if I hear say properties now, offer Americans now, why not? And no one see why because if you have said Jane Wagon will be near the chair.
Okay.
It's not the chair on wait to tax. And I say a diner will easily go on. Uncle B and I will at the amount.
Okay.
It's say a shame Nasi who say properties now when you know obey to me I justify and they on so but a shame who say to me justify a honor issue no one. So that make kind properties here who about say me obi our my times 10.
Yeah, very true.
Ibrahim Mahama obey to me I was our property C times 20 times 30. Obi and so a businessman he's into mining and all that obey to me at all. But government worker we Juma oji 28,000 and I stand there initially not just 14,000 cedis and now a very actually two more call 28,000 I be cool your calculation bill 28,000 you multiply your fund is 28,000 and then later be you
okay
but initially no or any 14,000 but your fund is the 28,000 or any 30,000 30,000 times 12.
312 I saying.
3
times 12 36.
The whole year and if you money start here Juma since 2017 if you money 360,000.
Okay.
Or yeah Juma 8 years. Until multiply by 8 years and no more abem.
Okay.
A year 2.88 million Ghana cedis.
Okay.
Good.
Which is old currency the best 28 billion maybe. Okay.
Now, we you find say we know when you be an fan to full
and Toshi
when you be an fan
okay.
When you be an fan you be an properties now you can one say you be say who say based on this calculation
yeah.
The 5-bedroom house at Chain Homes 1.6 is approximately $1.6 million.
Okay. Okay.
Now your calculation has a sign is no
entirely
in fact but as sign is you converting to dollars
kakrebi
it mean to even that same
that particular 5-bedroom house in pool
okay watching homes
okay okay
it's and no it mean to how about the other ones
I can the 3-bedroom house at Cantonment $600,000
very good how is he able to justify all these things? It's Attorney General, extraordinary court.
Okay.
Now, one thing about criminal prosecution is as Attorney General no prove beyond reasonable doubt.
Okay.
It's the file say Yababeka say acquire properties we and chase so DB man we default.
Okay.
It's
a court.
Okay. Acquire our fast the properties. No, but one thing about our laws, they say, who properties now to me explain here, find unexplained wealth.
Okay.
Who properties now to me explain here, and then they are buying a bit me take you on.
Okay. Why are you lawyer? Offense beyond here lawyer, because I know certainly he will go for a lawyer to sika ne adan ahodo a wa atenia ya fere say bia na yentimi ngina hanka because court ncheda nka say enkodu court ma court nka sa ampa sika we obokron no de nyae obetimi nya lawyer to support
and so nya lawyer and no any right
offense bia so nya lawyer
any right opa
okay
one say because the right to acquire property no obi o we sika but obey na dey so acquire property
okay
because on one same on one reason
okay
the person can decide not to acquire property
okay
the same way nipa no right say so for lawyer but which me decide say on for lawyer and one thing about taking and I say hiring the service of a lawyer and they say emrano nye obia emma no unse ka say ignorance of the law is no excuse it no o kwa obi oho a o kokota obi oho a we sua mra no it ono na betumi a guide o wo ho ze bia oyewe na e famra kwan so nti so otwe court na adwen e ba so ana say property na onya ye no eye gift
okay
it no so otwe court na adwen ba so but obi oho a onim say bia unya gift kana obetumi e dey check court and say it is something that you've gotten as a gift.
Okay.
You know, you can justify it. Go out with him. Oh, it's a lawyer no, and a babe wow. No, a guide you through all the process. But I see who say, also, send a bear, yemfa amount phone to without hearing them. I say making sure say every time I say you follow due process. It's in I say the panel cover lawyer. Oh, because Attorney General ne be Canada. Okay. Be Canada. Or person do tomorrow. And Attorney General know what the full backing of the state.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Or the full backing of the state with resources, support, and everything.
Everything.
It's in the war as a single individual. When you are buying enya.
Okay.
It's in a also follow lawyer.
Oh, but me a guide though.
Okay,
I get it.
Which is very, very important. It's lawyer who here. Sometimes I'm out for a dream say okofa lawyer ne boy den. But my main for akwenya we na me nka say okofa lawyer na say ojidi say asem na o dey court no. Especially civil aspect no.
Okay.
We did say assembly how they call court no.
Okay.
Okofa lawyer say uwini a obetumi ama court no and I say judge no and I find say court obetumi ama court no ama etua your cost of litigation.
Okay.
What I say ama court na ama the other party no etua the cost of litigation ama.
Okay.
It's find say me no enya assassin one same.
Okay.
And I made the work court. Me na me do work court. And I'm a lawyer. It's no me do court. Me did say meet me a DB. It's no me do court na me DB ma. Meet me ask the judge and say, "Oma me, oma wo
into
cost of litigation. It's a car me the actual man so nyina.
Okay.
Oma wo ntua me that cost no.
Okay.
It's a car me boy e bia no. The other party no. It's otua na odibia settle
lawyer no
and I say what settle the crown no what here free.
Okay.
Then you say about see.
But does it happen?
It happens, but most of the time, it is at the most of the time, all the time, it's at the discretion of the judge. It's the judge who may decide to say, okay, yes, I'm part. And most of the time, they award they bear with the amount.
Okay.
Especially say, if you end up winning the case.
Okay.
Divorce cases, and they are very relaxed in awarding costs because I don't believe say parties husband and wife there's already friction.
Okay.
But
lawyer me Ghana me individual I don't have money for a lawyer. Maybe a issue be and I may have problem be. Say I see a friend baby charge. What do they do?
Oh, charge more of conflict of interest and corruption related cases near there. No conflict of interest and abuse of power.
Okay. It's Ghana ni sika de kofa lawyer. Ghana ni ya fa na itia 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 1,500, 500 cedis. When you asem, utu msa asem obedi bim. Because ye buno because ni sika so. Obede.
Oh, it's no corner ko lawyer. Oh, lawyer ni betie wa asem. Oh, ebi kra lawyer ni betimi aya ma free. Na o dey corner ko lawyer ni na first.
Na worker on company bi a wo granden enya asem no lawyer besi dey.
Say na make say. Emisa bi ku asem a make no nche dey.
Emehu matepa. But then now people are scared. Into na me ba ho no.
Make I say unya asem a wo na wo gidi say obetumi a win case no. Okwa win case na court no most of the time. Remember the other party na cost of litigation.
Okay. Na eya lawyers na you ready say obi a win discuss ano. Omeboa na ma win case no.
Why not?
Okay.
Lawyers ne boa de bia because say bio o man na team no enye scaffold kwa na ti o ma yenim.
Okay.
What is yenim say there amount for how mu obi. Amount for how omo ni bi. And I law school na e koye no yan kan che say yen fa eska yen gi scaffold kwa cases. Eze e gi obia cases.
Okay.
Oh, nti no o na only client no o lawyer no na only client ni be discuss say o we bia iwie case ni na no atua meka and I say obetua ebisi in the middle of the case no atua say it's no arrangement o client no only lawyer no ebeye it's no Mr. Beku, as for lawyers there they are always there. There are so many cases amount for lawyers ni yama amount for later no magiska.
Okay. All right. I was saying opening Boateng Bernard Boateng or a lawyer and then redeem command has to do with Yenia Wahab Abdul, see you at the Buffer stock. You see Japadia pa why you know Attorney General just say he smells something fishy. And you know we're freezing the properties in our assembly court. Now they say in the preamble of the whole thing and sana ebia actually be timia keke be yin ade asembia obi di beto so na asembia obi benya bia no you are entitled to pick a lawyer and waka no or say either criminal offense and as a civil offense and as a civil law and criminal law and you know criminal no while the make criminal na say a crime abim no no ni aban na nya you ade be a crime bia no aban na so bim na Attorney General na ya no tu sa na mo no entina me bisa no say opinion you freezing the properties then obey but obese obetimi afa lawyer provided say onim mapa say ni ejapade a wenya nyina no ejapade a genuinely ono an nyae of course say genuinely why not obetimi akona wache
genuinely crowd so
obetimi afa lawyer okay but you know people will be scared if case ni genuine because they be odim say okwa ni to be dedi
no matter what there's so far lawyer say the amount for on there was this case time I your faculty there was this case very few case you know but it was a UK case a friend of battered woman syndrome
okay
there was a woman on said they be amount for castle when obi akum obi I don't know follow obi akum obi I don't know follow in this particular case what happened was that woman no ni kum
okay
de bia onom sa obafia na otete no onom sa obafia na obo no onom sa na obafia na otete no nti one day na woman no fa petrol ena mi so she ni kun no na ni kun ni die na she no
wow
but e dey call court no ko fa lawyer na lawyer na argue say she was suffering from what you call battered woman syndrome oba de bia ye bono ye tete nti ama ase asa the time our community crime no na say na adwen
okay
ase like on said anye normal
okay
but the point is that me nka say oba ukun bo no kokukun okay but the point is that sometimes okun lawyer na e bia emrano ameki available a defense for you.
Okay.
Who's a criminal offense? Na your defense. Say you yan find so be ba ofie say oba be wiawa. Na say only no pray na say ukuna. Who a total defense and no can partial defense.
Okay.
Who a total defense because you have to defend yourself, you have to defend your property. Even though we kuno no, you have a defense in law. Say the American what you say. But we can say we kuno what tomra. But because you have a defense in law, a lawyer no in a beba, then obekwa ko argue or court any amount.
Okay.
I mean,
I get the point.
The fact say nipa na ye bibi.
But it doesn't mean
say only defense in law. Okay. It is up to his lawyer. Say obe prepare his defense. You know, said the Americano a ban criminal cases I say prosecution and as attorney general no prove beyond reasonable doubt.
Okay.
But now also you do call aqua standing prosecution. Also so low defense.
Okay.
It's also be lay defense. Now at the end of the day, no judge no obeshe no obeshe we case no we case no show mu na nsem mu nyina o ma kan no we their tons any.
Okay.
It's no hwa the mu ye ha no no wa to egu the mu ye du no.
All right. So we are every offense has a defense.
And your offense behind okay. And your offense behind the defense. What's that?
Because say
your offense behind the defense no. Defense would depend on whether it is provided
in the constitution. Okay. I'm sorry, in the law. Sorry.
And that's up in the constitution. And I find in broad sense in the law.
In the law, okay.
It's defense will depend if it is provided. If it's not provided, will be a friend of strict liability.
Okay.
Okay. Strict liability. Any chill and not chill.
All right.
For instance, I'm running some traffic lighting. Now I film. Who need defense behind?
Okay. So defense is a fairly break. And then the break at Yato.
There's no quarrel by strict liability.
I was also defense for who?
Quarrel catch I don't know what can happen. They say, I bet me mitigate your punishment.
Okay.
ABS, so Tia,
10,000. I know you have 5,000. Okay.
I bet me mitigate your punishment.
Because obviously, I say, I'm part for traffic lighting. But I do one, let me break in at Yato. And then I came.
And so we all do one catch.
Okay, so your lawyer Bernard Boateng Edin Koboha and up higher property TV, property day breaks. So any emradie, it is better to know the law sometimes. But the petty ones a beboa so that you don't enter into any problem, no. And no na ya na ye pese edi ho kobo. Enti lawyer na ye femu kakra sa whatever offense I be committing, you are entitled to pick and to go in for a lawyer. Or no, because I am not name the pros and cons of, and I said the intotos of him running, you know. Or no bet me at the get down because say they are ye and defense and I did defense. It don't know the way to talk. Your friend is saying, opening Abdul Wahab, I have a fast stock see you see trying to cut 28,000 Ghana cedis. Can you see 280 million? And a year housewife, you trying to cut 5,000 cedis every month. Our allowances, our coupons, or the fuel near the to government car free. So who now a Japadia why na Attorney General see we bought minor chrono over 40 million and more. Now some day I know certainly a Beko court. Send your worker no. He's entitled for worker concern worker for lawyer. Now whatever the case will be near her, the monitor killing near Shidi. Company, yam ready to Boni nyina atofa in terms of mramu so we hu ye bepe time ye beba be ye mran kasa so we hu because I think the ordinary people need to know petty mran bi menye we say you say or common law ne ade I don't know say na be ya no de ye common I know but ana me wa e bi o menye we
common law ne che say common common law ne laws are ye inherit free English.
Okay.
Who's the answer now? Okay, it's in England. Now, more courts.
Okay.
Courts adjudicate cases.
Okay.
It's normal in share any constitution. I find and I say, Mrapon. I find say outline laws ni and I say laws ni in a good. It's say court you find say me no nya asem na ye court na decide ya decision no e be president
e be sanda ho
very good in sanda ho
okay
emma ehwe so like
ehwe so de
emma ye nyina ye wo man no edisu nti no eno na basically a friend common law judge made laws what you say it's a common law decided cases are judges na decide ya ababe president ato ama nyina e betumi ahwe so se na be guide here next actions the no che say law common
okay Etemra law be to say nkofo bi kum. Nkofo bi na no e common laws ni bi na no dey natural laws.
Oh, nkofo bi kum no dey.
Ana no natural law. Ana go wia ana e normal natural law ana.
What say? Law there e ade a emra na true. Me sure say yemra e wa hazi a choose nkofa obi kun ana say be no ye moral.
Yes, a common sense.
And say be traditional law.
Okay.
Which is also part of our laws, our customary laws.
Okay.
Yeah, customary law ni say and so nkofa obi kun, and so nkofa obi.
Okay.
But even though you outline it specifically, your constitution, it is part of our customs, and our customs are also part of our laws.
All right. Lawyer, you better say, I'm running to you do be on. Now, you pay time ama palm or Obama. You di imrano home come up ye. Reading about things I don't know. We will get more time into that now. Yet to me, I call Lawyer Bernard Boateng. And I appear no issue right. It was my fancy. Na yankweni ma me fast da ni kan ma fia ehira ne dada ma akwa sports ne news o mo de brain lawyer say ya mo ni time nti no ye hia omo akwa na ekwa e ba bia ne sa enti efia ehira ne dada ma akwa di kase ebo ne agudi mu se be so yen na face production team no ebo aye lawyer Bernard Boateng eso be board discussion segment no RKM Properties, KMK Travel Consult, RKM Car Tracking Device, M-Doll Estate, and RSE Media College. Our boy for and on one woman a boy na property de break about our so from production to the last person ever here. Yanda mu nyina sere so so nyame ado ekina ye be san ehia ye won kwemu efrem ya be kuya mo a ye kwedie more programs and then more ye be movies more interesting stuff our channel no so obetimi ayewa na wa join na fa bibia fine amom ye kwebia na pese oton ade bi pese obo wa ade hu di ra your office word and so man control obetimi aba na no edin komo dakram